If you're watching this, you've probably seen your fair share of How I Met Your Mother videos on YouTube. You know the ones I'm talking about. Top 10 funniest How I Met Your Mother moments, best episodes of How I Met Your Mother, greatest Barney Stinson quotes compilations, you know the ones. You may have even seen a couple of greatest running gags videos, but I guarantee you there is one great running gag that doesn't appear anywhere on any one of those videos. I'm going to tell you what it is and exactly why it's so unique. This is the most underrated running gag of How I Met Your Mother. A few weeks ago, I was making my rounds through YouTube's recommended videos, watching a classic top 10 running gags from How I Met Your Mother video. Partially because I was curious as to what some other people's favorites were, and partially just because I love watching anything related to How I Met Your Mother. It really is one of my favorite shows of all time. Anyway, as expected, the video pretty much listed out all of the most well-known surface-level running gags, and I didn't think much of it and went on with my day. However, a little while later, while rewatching an episode of How I Met Your Mother for the who knows how manyth time, I am reminded of one of my personal favourite running gags of the show. And I realise it wasn't part of that list video that I had watched earlier. And then I realise I was pretty sure I had never seen this running gag on any of the list videos. I thought this was interesting, but again, I promptly forgot about it and went on with my day. On another day, I found a little video snippet on YouTube of, it was some kind of event. The main cast members were recounting their favourite running gags from the show.
I like the repetition of numbers. We have a lot of 83%. And they just get like thrown in there really subtly, and I like those.
It was very interesting hearing about the main cast's favourite running gags, you know? I'm
a huge fan of the interventions. I just think it's so funny that, like, they clearly got, like, a professional banner made. Whenever there was an intervention, I just thought, and I like telepathic talking. And for some reason, I kind of thought that at least one of their favourites would be the one I'm looking for, but
I mean, I loved Thank You, Linus.
Unfortunately, that was not the case. It was at this point I began some research. I searched high and low on the internet, scrolling through endless top 10 running gags articles. I even went to the second page of Google results, so okay? To be fair, it is introduced quite late into the show, this gag. It's season 8 to be exact, and it doesn't have a very long lifespan compared to some of the other running gags on the show. So I wasn't exactly expecting it to be like number one on every single list, but I was still surprised that I had not seen it even at all on any of the lists, as I personally think it's hilarious. But the reason I like it so much goes a bit deeper than just hilariosity. Okay, here's the joke. For lack of a better title, I'm going to call it the How Dare You and What Is That joke. Now, if you still don't know which joke I'm referring to after hearing that title, let me refresh your memory. In the show, one character will say,
Marshall, you're a stamp tramp.
And they respond with,
How dare you?
As if they are offended, but then follow it up with,
And what is that?
revealing that they actually didn't know what it meant all along, and they were just assuming it was offensive.
You're a piggyback stamper. How dare you? And what is that?
It's an overcorrection.
How dare you? What is that?
Totally. He's Ted's pit guy. How dare you? And what is that?
Now, on the surface level, it's easy to understand the comedic value of this joke, right? However, let me explain why I think it's so unique. First of all, a big part of what separates it from so many of the other jokes in the show is that it's more of a realistic inside joke between close friends rather than a TV show joke. And to illustrate my point on what I mean by a TV show joke, I'm going to use a scene from Season 7, Episode 8, formerly known as Perfect on Paper, but now known as The Slutty Pumpkin Returns. A rather anticipated episode. So, in this scene, Ted is dating this chick, and they don't know each other very well yet. Ted is at her house, they're drinking a little wine, you know, getting a little cozy. All of a sudden, she puts on some silly music, and this happens.
Ted, this is our song. Let's make love to this song. Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken, how the drumstick in your brain stuff.
Yeah, I just gotta run to the bathroom.
Ted is totally weirded out because he thinks this chick is completely serious. But later in this episode, it's revealed to us that she's actually joking when it shows us the same situation from her perspective.
Ted, this is our song. Oh no, he thinks I'm actually into this song. Does he not get sarcasm? Let's make love to this song. I'll just be even more ridiculous to make it clear it's a joke. Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken.
She is totally joking, but Ted doesn't see it. But my point is, this joke only works because we are viewing it in the context of a sitcom TV show. If this exact scenario were to happen to you in real life, it would be painfully obvious that she's joking, right? So why don't we know straight away that the chick is joking in this scene? We know subconsciously that total realism is not what How I Met Your Mother is all about. We are watching a TV show whose main goal is just to make us laugh. Stranger things have happened in the show before this point that were passed off as real, so we don't think twice about it. We just go with it. And that's what I'm talking about when I say a TV show joke. Now, I'm not saying TV jokes are bad. They have their place. They're a big reason why I like How I Met Your Mother in the first place. I'm just using it to explain why the how dare you and what is that joke is different to a lot of the jokes in the show. It feels more grounded in reality. I can totally see my friends and I in real life making jokes just like that. It's relatable and just a little bit wholesome. The reason they say how dare you initially is because they have that kind of relationship where they're constantly making playful jabs at each other. I just fucking love this joke. It's funny, unique, and just has that little bit of sprinkling of wholesomeness on top. You may disagree, and honestly, probably a lot of people watching this will disagree because this joke was found nowhere on any of the lists that I researched, but that, in my opinion, is the most underrated running gag of How I Met Your Mother. Hello. If you made it this far into the video, congratulations. You have a wonderful attention span. If you're looking to waste some more of your time watching my content, I would absolutely love it if you were to come hang out with me on Twitch one day. I've been doing a lot more live streaming lately, and I actually live streamed myself doing a bunch of the drawings for this video that you just watched. And I do a bunch of video games and whatever else. So just come on in. Come on in. You won't regret it. Come on in and I'll give you a high five. Virtual high five.
And that's a promise.
There'll be a link to my Twitch at the top of the description. Thank you for watching, and peace out.